Today I'll be going over the REN Perfect Canvas. This is a product that I've heard a lot about, and I'm sure you have too. It's a product that you can use as a serum and primer in one. The application is a dropper method. It is $68 Canadian. It is a new product from REN because REN normally focuses on skincare, and this has a little bit of a makeup aspect. So let's jump in. I'm going to try it out and give you my first impressions and let you know what I think. I will also make sure that I show you throughout the day. I'll show you what it looks like around 6 p.m. I'll do a close-up on my pores because it is supposed to be pore minimizing, anti-aging, tightening, all of the above. So let's jump in and get started, and I'll let you know my first impressions. It's one of those mornings where I have a little bit extra of time, so I'm filming this actually before I head to work because it will be a really good test to see how long it lasts throughout a work day. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple drops into my hands, a whole vial of it. I'm going to rub my hands together and then I'm going to pat it in. It feels a little bit sticky and a little bit thicker than like what a serum would feel like. Why I was a little confused by this, because it's called a serum primer, and a serum you actually put on before your moisturizer, but I have all my skincare on already. So meaning that I have my moisturizer on and a serum I'm putting on top, which I thought was a little bit strange. So I'm going to pat it into the areas where I need help with my pores and hoping that it's going to help tighten those pores up and tighten the skin around that area. I'm actually very excited for if it's lifting and tightening, because my forehead is always a concern for me, and always where makeup settles is like in fine lines of my forehead. So if it really helps with tightening and firming of the forehead, I would be really excited about that. So I will be really interested in seeing how long this makes my foundation last, because it has been coming off in that area a little bit quicker. With that being said, what I'm going to go in with is I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. Reason I'm going to use this is because I've used it for quite a few weeks now and I really love it, but I also know how it lasts throughout the day. So being able to compare what it lasts without the primer and then with the primer is important for me to see. I'm going to finish my makeup and I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished the rest of my makeup. This is just my everyday go-to look for when I'm heading to work or running errands, whatever it may be. A couple things that I noticed when throwing my foundation and concealer on top of the primer is that the primer does act as if it was silicone based, even though it's not. So it does kind of, it fills in my pores so that my foundation more so sits on top instead of soaks into the pores, which is really nice. So it doesn't define the pores. It more so just blurs them, which is great. I haven't noticed any firming yet, but I will take a peek throughout the day and report back. The biggest thing I noticed is that it acts as if it's like a Benefit Professional, but now it is quite matte. It's not super tacky or sticky, which is very important for me because throughout the day I don't want to feel like my face is untouchable, which is often the case with really dewy foundations. So far so good with this product, and I will let you know what I think. Hi guys, welcome back. So it is now 5:30. My makeup has been on for over 8 hours and I just got home from work, so I thought I would check in and show you guys what it looked like. It looks amazing. I'm actually so impressed of how long my foundation stayed on for, and it didn't even wear away like in my nose area. And let's keep in mind that it's almost -30 here where I live, so there is a lot of nose blowing going on, but it did work super well. A couple things I wanted to mention is that the scent of it is actually really good. So I know I didn't touch on that this morning, but the scent of the product actually smells really good. It doesn't like smell floral or fresh. It smells like a baby. It smells like baby powder. I also am going to do a close-up so you guys can see my pores. I really found that the biggest thing that it does is A, keep your makeup on, but B, make my pores look a little bit more invisible and a little bit more blurred, like I mentioned this morning. One thing that I don't see that it does is firmness. So as I mentioned, I have a couple lines on my forehead. Today my makeup still settled in my lines like it normally does. It did really help my pores, and if that is a main concern to you, then this is a great product. So keep in mind my makeup's been on for quite some time, but I'll show you a close-up and you can judge what you think. Thank you so much for joining me for this quick review on the REN Perfect Canvas. It is a serum primer, something that really focuses on skincare but also helps keep the makeup on throughout the whole day. Again, it's $68 Canadian. The price point is a little bit high for me for a primer, but if it is something that does both, takes care of my skin and primes my makeup, I can probably justify it. Thanks so much for watching, guys.